global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today. Who says miracles don't happen? So many hours ago, Peter Obi had called out the market women, the liberals out there, that honestly he's totally dependent on them to make things happen. In fact, he's telling them in all sincerity that it takes their vote to change the narrative so that he could take, or Nigeria could make the much needed change, positive change from APC and also from PDP. Well, it looks like Peter Obi may not be having just that alone. So many hours ago, there was so much permutations and reaction that the former president of Nigeria, in the person of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has allegedly formed a formidable team to see how they can do the selling of Peter Obi as he's putting his weight behind Peter Obi. It looks like that's still not even all. Looks like we're going to have a miracle in our hands in 2023 as all Nigerians, most Nigerians, have decided to sell Peter Obi to the world. Talk about miracles. Well, before we go into the news, proper like and subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. They keep saying that Peter Obi is not sellable, that Peter Obi cannot be sold to the north. Well, in a moment, you're going to find out the strategies being kept in place, how Peter Obi may likely be the next president of Nigeria if all things put together are in right places. Well, according to the news, one Charles Awuzie, who is a Nigerian cybersecurity expert, has stated that he would make presidential aspirant Peter Obi to win the forthcoming 2023 general elections. The question is how? Well, Charles Awuzie has said that he would use the technology that was used by US president to win an election to help Peter Obi to win the forthcoming election as well. In his words, that Charles Awuzie's words, he said, I have access to the technology that helped an American president win an election that was difficult, and I will give it to Peter Obi. I hold nothing back when I stand for someone. Whoa, that's interesting. According to him, say, when I stand for someone or something, I hold nothing back. Go and verify. In another post, he said that there is no candidate from Southeast who will be able to win an election in Nigeria without the help from the North. He then made some recommendations, like to translate Peter Obi's speeches and all that. So I'm going to read exactly the strategy. He said, I quote him, he said, how to sell Peter Obi to northern Nigerians. He started by saying, no Southeasterner can win a presidential election in Nigeria without the support of northern Nigeria. That is the plain truth. Now let's continue with all his fact-finding. He said, this is not a cause, it's a statistical fact. Based on the above fact, the major task of supporters of the Peter Obi presidential campaign should be to market Peter Obi to Nigerians in the north. To achieve this, I have come up with the following strategic ideas. Number 1, translate all Peter Obi's speeches to Hausa and Fulfulde. Number 2, buy radio airtime in major radio stations in the north, where Peter Obi's translated speeches and interviews will be played on a weekly basis, as in every time. Number 3, BBC Hausa is vital. Get in touch with them. Grant regular interviews with BBC Hausa and other Hausa and Fulani and Fulfulde platforms. 4, create physical presence through liaison offices in key northern cities. These offices should be functional and effectively engaging grassroots formations to propagate the message of a new Nigeria. Number 5, a powerful northern Nigerian deputy. A powerful northern Nigerian deputy from either Kano, Kaduna, or Katsina, the Super 3Ks. Okay? He said number 6, create a shadow cabinet with the shadow ministers. With shadow ministers. What it means is that a shadow cabinet doesn't have executive power, since they are only executive members of government in waiting. Distribute key shadow ministries to the three Ks, that's Kaduna, Katsina, and Kano. He said this will create a deep effect in the political conversation in the north. The shadow ministers will operate just like normal ministers. They should be given official cars, and their job will be to to criticize the original ministers in the current administration, offering a better alternative to the unsolved problems of the current cabinet. Shadow cabinets are powerful opposition tools. These alone could place Labour Party as the main opposition party, displacing PDP, which is almost on its way to the grave. Number 7, the North is Nigeria's most politically conscious region. They don't vote money. They don't vote interest. Protect northern interests in Nigeria while ensuring a balance in the south. Number 8, supporters of Peter Obi must avoid, very important, supporters of Peter Obi must avoid getting into social media wars with northern Nigerians. Stop these subs. They are your partner in constructing the new Nigeria. I've always maintained that the North is not in enmity with the South. Some evil politicians created a fake division. Peter Obi must expose that division and seek to be a unifier. Supporters of Peter Obi must have at least 10 influential Northerners who are partners in the Rescue Nigeria project. Number 9, avoid religious misunderstanding. Respect each other's religious opinion. Number 10, protect northern businesses in the south and vice versa. If Peter Obi is successfully sold to the north, you will see a political miracle in 2023. I totally, absolutely agree with this young man. If this is done, in fact, we begin to see APC getting very jittery. With all the monies, they will only take the money. If we can do this, Peter Obi is the next president already. The only thing you get to see here is monies will change hand. We'll take the money, we'll spend it, and we'll vote for our candidates. All right, you vote for the right change, you're saying. Then after that, you begin to see things like follow your vote. It is this average Nigerian that can protect the vote from being rigged. So by the time you engage the people seeing the Messiah that can change, that make the physical difference, they will follow the vote, they will guard it, and at the end of the day, they will still eat the monies that was given to them by corrupt politicians. A lot of Nigerians have reacted to this. Let's just take 1 or 2 comments and we will round this up. This one here is saying, this is amazing. I sincerely like ingenuity. It's quite commendable. Igbos are truly genius. Come on, don't go with that Igbos thing. Let's just say Nigerians are genuine. They have ingenuity. That way we can sell what we need to sell. Nigerians are hot. Honestly, we are a very wonderful set of people if we can just remove ethnicity out of our eyes. Another person here is saying, Nigerian youth are really talented, I tell you. Another person said, why publicize the strategy? Well, that's true, but then the truth of the matter is they can't stop it. Even if you publicize the strategy, all right, you can't stop it. It's just for them to know. I'm sure probably Peter Obi does not know him personally, so it's for them now to know how to go about it. Either which way, it's now let Peter Obi is a fine young man who is peace loving. So let's keep the ball rolling. Another person is saying, when someone who knows speaks, you need no prophet to tell you it's okay. You spoke wisely and convincingly. And that person is saying, one love, brother man, God no go shame us. I say an amen to that. And that person here is saying, this is amazing. I sincerely like your ingenuity, brother. Brother man, it's very commendable. And that person here is saying, now that you have kind of exposed these noble strategies, can you also re-strategize same tech to deliver what is intended to achieve without interceptions, because this will be hijacked as it has been exposed. That's true though, because remember Atiku Abubakar also have deployed one IT guru from Kenya during last election. So some other people do have IT ideas as you do. Now you got to execute this your volunteered ideas codedly without exposing it further. Reach out to the head of Peter Obi's campaign organization and deal directly with him through the principal, Peter Gregory Obi. Responsible Nigerians will appreciate your patriotic gestures, and that's true. Don't forget that now that the idea have been given out, Peter Obi, the likes of Atiku, and whoever it is that will be the flag bearer of APC will also want to take a cue. Let's meet in our conversation. Do you agree with the ingenuity of this young man on how to sell Peter Obi to the north and possibly a miracle?